Hey guys, it's me. Now you may be wondering why this is a second upload of episode 31. Well, the first time I uploaded it, the audio got jacked up somehow on it, and yeah, it just made it really weird to watch. So hopefully this upload is going to have the audio corrected on it. Um, so yeah, just apologies for the bad audio on the first upload. I will take that video down, assuming this upload goes good. So yeah, so if you see the episode 31 uploaded for a second time, this is why the first attempt had messed up audio. So, all right, hope that explains everything, and enjoy the episode. And thanks for watching. Let's see if Fredo can get the job done over at Canadian Tire and right the ship over in the Extreme Dirt Tour series after a rocky start to the chase in that series. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy it. Hey guys, welcome to episode 31 of our NASCAR Heat 5 Career Mode series. So a recap of the opening round of the chase. Pretty good run for Fredo. Didn't have quite enough to get the win, but it was a good run for him nonetheless. Had a good strong top 5 finish. So he started to chase off strong. So as you can see right there, that vaults him into third in the chase standings. In a pretty good spot. He's 40 points ahead of the cutoff line. So as long as Fredo doesn't have a meltdown at Canadian Tire Motorsport Park or at Bristol, he stands a good shot to make the round of 8. So Fredo's in a really good place right now. The Extreme Dirt Tour Series, on the other hand, it did not start good for Fredo. He got knocked around at Durban. Came in, got the damage fixed, and boy, I mean, they really roughed him up during that race, and he wound up getting spun out, getting tangled up with another car and spun out, crashed, DNF'd. So a very bad start to the chase for Fredo. He still is in second in the chase, so if he wins, he can still lock himself into the final round. But he's sweating a lot more than he really needs to be because he's only 14 points ahead of the cutoff line, which will be Leslie Gomez. Leslie Gomez just on the outside looking in. She's only 6 points out from Mark Hunter. So yeah, Fredo needs to be careful, needs to have a really good run at Jefferson. And then at Fantech, he really needs to win the race. So, or at least have a top 5 finish to advance into the final round. Well, and then there's Charlotte too, so I forgot about that. So, yeah, he either needs to win Charlotte or Fantech to lock himself in. He might could win Jefferson, but that's not typically a track he runs good enough to really win the race at. We'll find out with these final upgrades we did to the car. We did decide to go ahead and max it out to try to give Fredo the best possible chance to win. So we'll see what happens there. But in the meantime, enough of that. It's time to hit a Canadian Tire road course and see if Fredo can keep his good streak of finishes going, keep that strong place in the chase, and inch ever closer to making the next round. So let's head to Canadian Tire road course and find out if Fredo can keep it up. All right, Fredo, it's time to qualify at Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. Whoa, boy, okay, we don't need to be damaging the truck right off the bat, Fredo. We did jump the tire pressures up to see if that would help Fredo out. That might have actually made the truck a whole lot worse. So, yeah, we're not sure what this is going to do here. So Fredo might just need to be a little bit on the careful side here. So we'll see what Fredo can do here on this qualifying run. But the truck is not stable at all. We might need to make some more adjustments to this thing. Man, I tell you what, it is really burning the tires up coming off turns there. I'll tell you what, though, Fredo is making the most of it. I mean, yeah, Fredo just needs to kind of gingerly work his way across there. We'll see if this makes a good qualifying run for Fredo. Don't really have high hopes for that happening, but you know, we'll find out. I mean, Fredo could surprise us all and get an excellent starting position. So. So here we come off the final turn. We'll see where Fredo starts. Hey, look at that. Fredo starts 9th. Man, great qualifying run for Fredo. I mean, he's been on it in qualifying here lately. Got the goal lap. So, yeah, great run for Fredo. So, let's take a look at the starting grid. Zane Smith has the pole. Ross Chastain starts 2nd. Those two guys need to try and make it into the round of 8. Or stay where they're at in the round of 8. Johnny Sauter, same way. Austin Wayne Self with a good qualifying run. Grant Enfinger qualifies 5th. Sheldon Creed 6th. Carrying some momentum off that 6th place finish, ironically after blowing a tire on the last lap at Gateway. Austin Hill 7th. Stuart Friesen, both rebound nicely after those bad finishes at Gateway. And Fredo starts 9th. So, yeah, Todd Gilliland, last week's winner, qualifies 11th. He doesn't really need to worry about having a good run because he's locked into the next round. So, yeah, he's all fixed up there. Ben Rhodes, not a good qualifying run there. So, yeah, not good there. And boy, Jordan Anderson with a terrible qualifying run. Starts 31st. Yikes. If he wants to make the round of 8, he's got a lot of work to do. And Mike Harmon rounds out your field in 30 seconds. So what do you say we head to the race and see if Fredo can inch a little closer to making the round of 8. All right, Fredo, it's time to do a little road course racing in Canada. We're underway at Canadian Tire Road Course. So Fredo just needs to mind his P's and Q's and not get knocked around constantly. Just needs to be calm there. Oh boy, these guys are kind of bunching up a little bit in the turns there, so they need to be really careful. Whoa! Sheldon Creed got loose. Holy cow. That almost got ugly, and and Fredo made contact with him. Wow, that got a little hairy there. That was right in front of Fredo, too. Yeah, Fredo just needs to get away from all that. And there's Ross Chastain. We'll find out how desperate he will be to get into the round of 8. I figure the desperation will ratchet up as we get towards Bristol. And look at Fredo go. He's up to 2nd place. My goodness. Not typically known as a road course racer, but holy cow, he's showing he's got the mustard today. Running in 2nd. Yeah, but that deal with Creed there, that was a little scary there. Don't need to be scaring the car owner that much there. Oh boy, we washed out really wide. Austin Hill got around us. By the way, he needs to have a really good run to make the round of 8. He had that bad run at Gateway, so he needs to have a good showing here. So we're actually starting to get low on fuel because of the way the settings are. We've only got about 2 laps of fuel. So yeah. Oh wow, caution's out. Okay, so we're going to come in and get 4 tires and fuel. Just like that. Unfortunately, we dropped all the way back to 21st, but that's because a bunch of guys stayed out Grant Enfinger stayed out. That could be huge right there. Because if that's the case, they will have to pit. These guys, oh, okay, we got 12 laps to go, so we got a long way to go in this race. But yeah, we're a little more friendlier on fuel and tires than Enfinger and a lot of these guys up front are. Boy, we gotta watch ourselves. We're getting knocked around again. Oh boy, this could get ugly. Oh wow, okay, this is getting wild now. Okay, yeah, that was a wild corner right there. That just about got really ugly, but Fredo came out all right on it. He did get a little nose damage, but holy cow, that could have ended a lot worse than it did. Now we're starting to work our way up through these guys that have old tires here. Okay, we got guys pitting now. Okay, so the ones that stayed out, they're having to pit right now. And Fredo got really loose coming off turn. He does not need to be doing that. Okay, well, Canadian Tire is proving to be exciting, and everybody's going off in the dirt. My goodness. Fredo just kind of needs to keep his nose clean. I think he'll have a good run there. And Fredo's even getting off in the dirt a little bit. He got a little loose coming off the turn, and we're getting into the 44 truck. It looks like, so we got to really watch ourselves here. And looks like we're going to be making a pit stop again here before too long. Yeah, this could get really exciting by the end of this race. Okay, we got just barely enough fuel to make it back to pit road. So, Fredo, it might not hurt for Fredo just kind of hang out. Oh wow, caution's out. Okay, so we're going to come in and get tires again. So we're in second place. We won't be when we come back out onto the track though. Fredo's back to 9th. I mean, that's better than where I thought he was going to end up at coming out of the pits. But yeah, Fredo's in a good spot right now. So we'll look see how many laps we got left to go. We got 7 laps to go. So looks like about 2 more pit stops from the looks of it. Providing that Fredo is not one of the guys that causes the caution and has a DNF. So he just needs to be a little careful. Oh wow, Chastain is. I think the desperation is starting to set in for Chastain to make the round of 8 because he just sent it and picked up about 4 spots. So it may be a good idea just to let Chastain kind of have his moment here. Oh yeah, we got in the back of Chastain, but he takes 4th spot. We're drawing a beat on Zane Smith, trying to get 5th, and I think we'll get him right here. We may get all these guys. Look at Fredo go! He roars all the way to 2nd place. My goodness! And he's going to run down Crafton. Holy cow, Fredo is absolutely on it. Fredo absolutely wants to make this round of 8. And he could do it in the most unlikeliest of tracks. He just needs to watch and not get too excited. And he doesn't need to be overdriving the track like that. Oh man, Chastain is just sending it through there. He was kicking up dirt and everything. I mean, he's one part of this too. Oh, Fredo's getting sideways. That was a bad exit for Fredo right there off that corner. And Eckes is wanting in on this. He's got to make the round of 8. He's on the outside looking in, so he's got to get it done. So he's not messing around either. Oh, we got another caution. So we're gonna come in and get 4 tires again. And look at the pit crew. Got Fredo out in front. Ross Chastain's in second. So we'll see how desperate Ross is going to be going into turn 1 here. He may send it on Fredo. So we're going to find out what happens. So, yeah. Fredo just didn't take any chances. Give Ross plenty of room. Good, smart thinking. Because he might try something. We're just going to take it back from him. I mean, yeah. Fredo is doing the business. Oh, Fredo, you don't need to be getting out there in the grass. He pushed out there wide and got in the grass. It's okay, though. He lost third, but it's not as bad as it could have been. Fredo takes back second. I mean, this is quite the race that's going on here at Canadian Tire. I mean, these guys are not messing around. So Fredo's drawing a beat on Chastain as long as he doesn't overdrive the turn. But he made it stick. Two laps to go. We're not going to be able to make it on fuel. I don't think. Well, I don't know. Can we, though? Maybe we can stretch it. But I don't know how much we're going to be able to stretch it because the 18 truck is all over Fredo's back bumper. So, oh my goodness, the caution came out. So we're actually going to have to pit. So we're going to come in and get 4 tires. We lost a bunch of spots, but that's okay because I don't think these guys up ahead of us are going to be able to make it. I think a bunch of them are going to run out of fuel here. Whoa! Okay, we did not need to do that. The truck got sideways and Fredo just bodied Joe Nemechek. So I think right now, okay, we don't need to be getting the back of Allie Decker and trying to spin her out because that would be bad. We need this to go green to the end. Fredo does not need to wreck anybody. We need to try to pass these guys as clean as possible. I said clean as possible, Fredo. Do not try to wreck everybody. There's M-Finger way back there. He's going to take 20th or 19th place. Oh no, we spun out M-Finger. Okay, well, we're going to have to pit again because it's another green-white checker, so Fredo pit again. Now, again, none of these guys I don't think can make it to the end. I think they're all going to have to pit now. Boy, Fredo's got a lot of wheel spin going on. But Fredo has the freshest tires. He probably has the best truck as of right now. Oh, come on. Fredo just doesn't need to overdrive the turn. That was a good exit right there. Fredo got some spots right there. And now we can cruise down this long straightaway here. And this is where Fredo could probably run some of these guys down. Right here. Oh, there's Gillen way back there in 18th. So, yeah, Gillen's not in a good spot either. And he's got to make the round of 8, as does Ben Rhodes. So, yeah, a lot of these guys here aren't having very good runs here at the road course. Oh, a bunch of guys are coming in. That's what we were expecting. A lot of these guys were probably going to run out of fuel here. So, yeah. So, Fredo's going to be up to 8th place. So, yeah, don't know if Fredo's got enough to run down the leader, but he's going to have another really strong finish here. Oh, no! And the race finishes under caution. The 20 truck brake checked Fredo, and he slammed in the back of him. But still, great run for Fredo. Too bad it wasn't a win. But, hey, we'll take a 6th place finish. All right, take a look and see where everybody finishes. Tanner Gray wins the race. Stuart Friesen finishes 2nd. Johnny Sauter 3rd. Zane Smith 4th. John Hunter Nemechek with a good run finishes 5th. And our boy Fredo Bangino the 4th finishes 6th. Also, nice rebound for Jordan Anderson. Really needs that if he wants a chance to get into the round of 8. So we'll slide on down. Once again, Grant Enfinger. Not so great run to start his chase off. Finishes 11th. Christian Eckes needed a good run too to get in. So yeah, Ben Rhodes, bad run for him. We'll see what happens with the playoffs when we get to looking at the chase grid here. Ross Chastain with a not so good run. Of course, a lot of these guys all pitted. On the white flag line. Todd Gillen with a terrible run. Ty Majeski and Riley Herbst. Bad run there. Finishes dead last with a blown engine. So, yeah. So we'll see what this does to the chase grid. So, let's see what happens. All right. Taking a look at the points. Todd Gillen, again, advances. Fredo increases his lead over the cutoff line by up to 43. Johnny Sauter up to 40 points ahead of the cutoff line. Grant Enfinger 39. So unless these 5 guys have an absolute, or 4 guys have an absolute meltdown, they're probably they're making the round of 8. It's a little more cloudy once you get to Christian Eckes. Only 10 points ahead of the cutoff line. Ross Chastain only 8 points. Stuart Friesen only 7th. Austin Hill with that good run vaults himself into the top 8. 4 points ahead of Jordan Anderson. Ben Rhodes is only 5 points out. So even with that bad run, he's still well within striking distance of getting in. So yeah, it's really tight back there to see who gets into the round of 8. So what do you say we see where our next race is? All right, looks like our next race is the Jefferson Road Course with the Extreme Dirt Tour Series race. So Fredo needs to rebound and get a good run because he had an absolutely awful race at the last race at Durban. Crashed and finished dead last. yeah, you can see right there, finished dead last. Got tangled up with some lap traffic, and got tangled up with some other cars and got DNF'd. So yeah, bad day for Fredo at Durban. So we're going to see if we can turn it around at the Jefferson Road Course. Fredo's still in second. Still has a cushion over the fifth place Leslie Gomez. So if Fredo just does his job, has a good run here at Jefferson, I think he'll be all right to get into the final round. So without further ado, let's go ahead and head to Jefferson and see if Fredo can rebound a bit. All right, Fredo, let's see how well we can qualify at the Jefferson Road Course. So Fredo needs to have a very good outing right now. The car's maxed out, the best it'll ever be, which I believe may be throwing the handling off on this car a little bit. So yeah, Fredo just needs to be a little careful here and just have a nice, solid day. And here we go for the qualifying lap. So Fredo just needs to have a... I don't think we need to try to get the pole. Fredo doesn't need to try to drive so hard that trying to get the pole. I think we just need a good, solid starting spot, and I think Fredo will be all right here. Here we go down this long straightaway, the drag strip right here. Like I said, car is maxed out, so maybe throwing Fredo off the insane handling of this car, the response. So it may just be something Fredo's going to have to get used to, learn all over again. But so far, so good. Fredo's lap looks pretty decent here. And we'll see where he starts. Minute 14:42. Qualifies 7th. Good qualifying run for Fredo. Probably lost a couple of tenths there on the exit of that last turn there, but still good qualifying run there. So let's take a look at the starting grid. Leslie Gomez making a strong case to make the final four there. Gets the pole. Hugh Ackerman qualified 2nd. Mark Hunter 3rd, Tony Stewart 4th, and Anthony Norton rounds out your top 5. And there you see Fredo in 7th. Justin Jones with a pretty good qualifying run. Needs a good run. Caleb Stevenson, last week's winner, punched his ticket to the final round. Or last race's winner, punched his ticket to the final round. We'll go on down here. Lulu Cobb. Not looking good to make the final four. Another bad qualifying run, and Kelly Cates rounds out your field in 24. So let's head to the race and see if Fredo can make it happen. All right, Fredo, it's time to do some dirt road course racing for the final time this season. We're underway at Jefferson, so Fredo needs to have a nice solid run. In order to kind of get things, get momentum built back up again. Guys are starting to pass him. Fredo's once again not off to the greatest of starts in this race, but I have full confidence that he can rebound nicely. Here we go down this long paved straightaway. And Fredo's going to knock off 2 spots just like that. Oh no! Well, Fredo's not off to a good start. Yeah, this is not the start we were hoping for, Fredo. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if the pressure is getting to him or what. But this is not good. Okay, these guys are getting a little bit full themselves here. I'm telling you what, Fredo, I don't know what has happened here, but Fredo's not off to a good start in this chase. He is really struggling right now. My man is not having the best start to the chase. I don't know what has happened, but he's got to turn around. He's up to 11th, so he's not running terrible. But this was not the start we were hoping for. But I'll tell you what, Fredo's kind of coming back. He's back in the top 10, running 8th. So Fredo is starting to get it together again. Ooh, that could have ended really bad right there, Fredo. Don't need to be making any unnecessary moves there. We're on the white flag lap too, by the way. So if Fredo can stay right where he's at, we'll take that. But I think he's got a few more spots he can pick up. Provided he doesn't do that. We got hooked in the quarter panel again. That cost Fredo big right there. I don't know if he's got enough to run down 6th place or not. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. He's closing in. I don't think he's got enough time. We'll find out. Oh, I don't know, he's there. And Fredo gets a 6th place finish. So good run for Fredo. That's what he needed. Needed a good solid run. Alright, quick look at the race results. Leslie Gomez wins the race, punches her ticket into the Final Four. So yeah, big stuff for her. Anthony Norton gets a good run, finishes 2nd. Hugh Eckerman finishes 3rd. Tony Stewart 4th. Bobby Carter 5th. And Fredo Benguino working right there in 6th place. So, yeah. And Mark Hunter finishes 7th. Next guy that could potentially cause problems in the chase. So, right now, trying to think who... Caleb Stevenson and Leslie Gomez are locked in the chase. There's still 2 spots left for the Final Four. Fredo has one of them. We'll see what the points looks like here in just a second. So why don't we go ahead and do that? Well, we'll scroll on down, take a look and see where everybody finishes. Lula Cobb, another bad run. She's pretty much in win-only mode now. She's to make the chase. Make the Final Four. So yeah, we'll go on down. Kelly Case rounds after field dead last. So let's take a look at the points right quick. All right, look at the points. Leslie Gomez advances to the next round. So is Caleb Stevenson because of their respective wins. So that leaves Fredo Magino, Tony Stewart, still winless in the chase. Fredo's only 9 points up though off the cutoff line. So Mark Hunter and Bobby Carter are really lurking right there. So if Fredo could potentially be in some real danger here, and so is Tony Stewart of not making the Final Four. So yeah, this could get real interesting really quick. So yeah, you see Mark Hunter there, 3 points behind. Bobby Carter 20 points behind. Then you see Louis Cobb and Justin Jones. They're in win-only mode. They've got to win. They're not making the Final Four. So yeah. So let's see where we head to next. All right, looks like our next episode will be round 2 of the chase at Bristol. So yeah, Fredo had a really good run. Almost won the race there. So can he duplicate that run and further assert himself as a player in the round of 8? We'll find out in the next episode. So until then, we'll catch you guys later. Take care and bye for now.